That I met with Michael 3 weeks before he died with Randy Phillips over to the Beverly Hills Hotel. But let me say this. Randy Phillips and AEG was controlling Michael with their finances at the end. Michael Jackson was not able to hire his own people. He was not able to do what Michael Jackson wanted to do, because everyone knows that Michael Jackson at the end was in a financial strain. So they was demanding things of Michael that he did not want to do. Like Michael told me personally, he would never hire Frank DeLeo and John Branca back into his life. He would never bring them back into his life. But AEG saw fit to bring them back into his life the week before he passed. They was making moves like that. And if Michael Jackson wouldn't go along with those moves, I feel that they was threatening to oust everything with him. They was taking...
When Michael Jackson wore masks everywhere and virtually hid from the world, there was one man who made his way in. Tome had an all-access pass to Jackson's life.
Did Michael Jackson trust the wrong people?
A lot of times in life he did.
Frank DeLeo was Michael's longtime friend and served as his manager during the Thriller days.
What did Michael tell you that Tome was doing?
He said he's trying to say who I can see and where I can see them, and he said, I don't like it.
He had taken over Michael's complete life. He had taken over.
June Gatlin was Michael's spiritual advisor.
Michael was deathly afraid of him. That's an excellent word, deathly afraid.
What was Michael afraid of?
He was afraid of who this man is, afraid of whatever this man may or be capable of doing.
Court papers reveal Tome's been accused of everything from fraud to making threats, and all of it, friends say, was getting too close for Michael Jackson.
Last time we spoke, you told me to check on Dr. Tome, and I did a complete checking.
In September 2008, with Michael's permission, she taped one of their phone sessions. In this exclusive recording never heard before, Michael launches into his fears about his top advisor, Tome.
This guy, she just has ways about him that looks like see what he's done. There's this divide between me and my representatives, and I don't talk to my lawyer, my accountant. I talk to him, and he talks to them. That's not good. I know it's not good. I don't like it. And I want to get somebody in there with him that I know and trust. I don't know what's in my accounts. I don't know. Oh, that's not good, Michael. I know that's not good.
When Michael talked to you about Tome, what did he say?
June, I don't like him. I don't trust him. He's mean. He's trying to keep me and separate me from everything and everybody I love.
We cannot allow somebody to just be in total control of your life. I totally agree with that. That's why I'm calling you.
Michael's friends and business associates told us Tome was abusing his power, both financially and emotionally, cutting Michael off from his oldest friends, even his own family. So how did a complete stranger get so close to the world's most famous performer? It was the summer of 2008. Friends say Michael Jackson was frail and depressed. It had been 7 years since his last original hit. Jackson had hundreds of millions of dollars of debt and was in danger of losing Neverland. Things were bad. That's when his brother Jermaine introduced Michael to Tome, a wealthy businessman who promised to pull Michael out of his financial spiral. Tome spoke with Matt. He also negotiated Jackson's comeback tour with AEG, but behind the scenes, Tome was plagued with problems. NBC News has obtained hundreds of pages of court documents from the 1990s detailing allegations of fraudulent real estate loans against Tome. He resolved the suits before they went to trial without ever admitting any liability. He goes by Dr. Tome, but he isn't licensed to practice medicine in any of the states he's lived in. Tome has claimed he's an ambassador at large for the country of Senegal. We checked with the Senegalese embassy in Washington. They've never heard of him. We, of course,
Michael was being controlled. I was not on AEG payroll. I was not one of their people. They did not want me around Michael Jackson, nor did they want anyone around Michael Jackson that they did not control. Because if they could keep people from around Michael Jackson that was trying to look out for his well-being, and people that actually cared about Michael, they could reach their goal of stripping Michael. That's what I truly felt.
Are either of you, Joe, are you going to go, were you going to go to the London concerts, Joe?
Yes, I was going to be there. They didn't want me there, but I was going to be there. They didn't want me around my son at all, you know, because they know that I'll be watching everything they do.
Leonard, were you going to go?
Yes, I was going, Larry, because Michael had hired me to oversee his finances, number one. And to
so you discount this letter, which appears to have
I never received a letter, Larry. I have to receive it first, and I don't think Michael meant for me to receive that letter. You know, I think you. Let me say something, Larry. I think you're missing something here, but I keep saying it. Michael was being controlled, and I'd like for you to understand that. I don't think you understand it.
He could get to a phone. Did he talk to you on the phone?
I spoke to Michael. I was also in a meeting with Michael, Randy Phillips, one of his employees, Mr. Jackson, and his mother about 3 weeks before Michael passed. If they wanted me to receive that letter, they could have easily handed that letter to me. But that letter was never handed to me, and Joe could verify that.
That's right.
So Michael never said anything to you about breaking off the relationship?
What Michael said to me is, Ro, I need you to look out for my money. I have kids. I can't come back from London with no money. And I gave him my word that I would do that. But you know what? I was in the way, Larry, like anyone that was going to look out for Michael's money, because I think other people had a different agenda about Michael's money. Do you understand me?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So you're saying never said anything to you about breaking off the relationship?
What Michael said to me is, Ro, I need you to look out for my money. I have kids. I can't come back from London with no money. And I gave him my word that I would do that. But you know what? I was in the way, Larry, like anyone that was going to look out for Michael's money, because I think other people had a different agenda about Michael's money. Do you understand me?
Over Michael Jackson's finances.
I understand what you're saying.
He had pretty much complete control.
In what way?
He had checking accounts. He was having money put into the accounts. He was signing checks.
He was signing checks for Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
And Michael allowed that?
He gave him the power to do it.
The final straw came just months before Michael's death, as he announced his London concerts. A happy moment with drama backstage. Michael's personal possessions were up for auction, and Tomei got into a dispute with the auctioneers. In court papers obtained by NBC News, the auctioneer said Tomei's people actually threatened their lives, saying there will be bloodshed. Tomei denies ever telling anyone to say that, but it was enough for Michael Jackson to sever ties with the man who ran his life.
He said, I don't speak to Tomei. I don't want to deal with Tomei. What do we do from here? I have to write him a letter.
So you let everybody know Tomei and Michael Jackson aren't together anymore.
Right.
This is the letter written on May 5th, 2009, signed by Michael Jackson himself. It says, Dr. Tomei R. Tomei is no longer authorized to represent me. But friends say Tomei didn't take the hint. He kept trying to do business on Michael's behalf. The day of Michael's death, he was at the hospital.
If you please, there will be no question.
And weeks after Michael died, he said this to Matt.
I'm still in charge of Michael's Jackson's business. Till otherwise I am informed not to do so.
Longtime friends told us Michael had turned a corner in his final months, and firing Tomei, they say, was a big part of it.
Was Michael trying to change his life around at the end?
He wasn't trying, Michael was not trying to change his life. Michael was changing his life.
The tour dates. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Kate.
So start by telling us, we just saw the head of AEG and also Michael's former manager saying he was perfectly ready for 50 shows. He was fit for that. What do you say?
That's totally untrue. Michael Jackson was not ready. He was not fit. If you can call Wayne about